Hey everybody, welcome back to H4G. I'm Tony.
And I'm John.
And this is Baltica. A fan of ours, Bobby T, recently contacted us on Facebook wondering, can you play as Kafei in Majora's Mask? Specifically, his question was, when you're playing as him already in that side quest where you're getting the sun mask, can you use the Debug ROM to clip out of the room and
so
sort of continue as him?
And play as him.
Exactly.
All right.
So we thought it was an interesting question.
Yeah.
We thought we'd figure it out and also show you guys a couple of other ways you can play as Kafei in Majora's Mask, but also in Ocarina of Time, but on original hardware.
Ooh.
So we are at Khan's hideout. Now, if you don't remember in Majora's Mask, the Kafei side quest was the longest one. It was to reunite Kafei and his lover, but he was cursed into a child, and he has to get the sun mask, and blah, blah, blah. It's very long, it's complicated, but you get to play as Kafei. Now,
a love interest cursed into the body of a child. Oh, Japan.
yes.
Get this.
So, instead of going through the game and doing everything we need to do to get that side quest, we're just going to see if we can clip out of this room as Link. Because if we can clip out of this room as Link, we could clip out of this room as Kafei.
That would take a lot more time.
Yeah, that would take a lot more times, and we would get the same results. So normally in the game, what you would do is you'd go on here, and then Kafei would continue, right? But you can't do it without him. You need two people.
What if you stand on that block and then use the debug?
I'm sure that'll work, but regardless, we're using the debug.
Because now it no longer counts you as being on it.
Yeah,
okay.
see?
Because the game no longer really counts you as an active entity.
Yeah. So realistically, the question is okay, can Kafei get out of this room using the debug, right? So we're going to go ahead into the free movement mode. This whole room is its own world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I leave, if I leave this area, I don't respawn outside.
I just fall. Fall.
Right?
Like, this is how the game works on sort of like the back end. It goes, hey, you're at this room. That has, like, you open that door, that's a trigger to load this room. This isn't like the 2D games where it's like all the one big map that moves between spots. Like, anybody who's seen those like glitch speed runs of Link to the Past will understand what I mean. But yeah, these are just like completely separate environments combined by nothing,
basically
connected by nothing.
So imagine that you took control of Kafei here, right? So in theory, with the debug ROM, you could then turn around, put on free movement mode, and leave. But this room is independent of the one before it. And they've specifically created a lock on the door.
So that you can't go and run around as a weird purple-haired dude?
Yes, you can't go and run around, right? But even if you do have this free movement mode,
yeah, you just
it doesn't help, right? Because the first room and the second room are purposefully disconnected. So let's go ahead and try it again. Let's see if there's a place to clip out on the end. The answer is no, but let's try it. Gary Des, Doki
Dan White
Doki,
is going to be so happy if he sees you saying that a whole bunch.
What does that even mean?
I have diarrhea. So, having the name Gary and going to Japan can be quite problematic because it's Gary and I have diarrhea are near identical sounding.
Yeah.
It's very close.
So I'm going to try to see if I can go through this hole that the sun mask will go through if you lose. It just automatically clips me up here. So for example, I go into the, free movement mode, up, a little bit forward, a little bit back. I don't want to be on top of that thing. Oh, there we go.
I think it literally is just a pit.
It is just a pit.
You threw yourself in the shit pit. Yeah.
There's just nothingness. So the programmers very specifically created a scenario where you cannot play as Kafei, other than this room. Okay, so here we are on actual hardware for the first time today, and we're gonna go ahead, we're loading up Majora's Mask. We are using a GameShark code to play as Cafe. Now, this can only be utilized in the South Clocktown area. So we are outputting this in RGB, so it's going to look a lot better than composite, but Nintendo put a healthy blur over their Zelda games.
Good smudge.
Yeah, good smudge.
Dab of Vaseline.
Yeah, so here's the actual Cafe. I have my Cafe mask on. I don't know if this is necessary for the code, but we're going to go ahead and press the L button.
Oh shit, you did it mid-animation and I think it glitched.
It did.
But you did see it transition over to him.
Yeah, so don't do it.
Take two.
So don't do it mid-animation because apparently that does not work. I'm going to press L to transition to him.
Man,
He looks...
he's booking. Booking and cooking.
Booking and cooking. He is really quick.
Holy shit. Wait, no, I have to keep it safe for YouTube. Holy Sigmar.
You have the attack button, but of course he doesn't have a weapon.
He's got a quick jab, like a hook.
It's like
He's got a mean hook.
No, what it is he's going like this. It's a backhand.
No, look at.
He's going across and then swiping back. I think.
Cut to the slow motion.
Yeah, we'll have to figure
Show
this
me
out.
the scores, Mo. He's doing it so fast that it's like 2 frames that the animation occurs in.
The theory is that Cafe may or may not be Link's sort of Termina doppelganger, because a lot of the characters here in Termina have equivalents in Hyrule. Of course, that was just due to the short production period. They had to reuse assets, but a lot of them have similar characteristics. So a lot of people think that this might actually be this world's version of Link. Now, here's the thing. When you're walking around and when you're playing as him in the actual game, you can hear the metal clanging of the shield, right?
It is harder to hear for us right now because of the constant hammering.
Yeah.
But, yeah, every now and then it is there, the clatter, 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 clatter.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a shield, right? So, of course, it's basically, the game just thinks it's Link.
Yeah. Thus, even the attack. Like, that guy doesn't have an attack, I don't believe.
No.
Look at that speed,
know,
though.
it's
If you were
insane.
using, like, a turbo controller, even if that only did, like, 1 damage, I'm sure you could annihilate some stuff. Just stun lock it.
This is Ganon killing right here. What happens if we take this mask off?
Yeah, put that on. Oh.
Nothing.
Shaking hands with danger here.
We'll go double speed with the bunny mask here. Nope, can't do anything.
Yeah, because you can't equip or unequip as Cafe.
So next up, we're going to go ahead and actually play a mod that will allow us to play as Cafe in Ocarina of Time. This code right here is actually a part of the game. God damn it. So here we go. This is Cafe in Ocarina of Time. See how he's like holding a shield, but he's not holding a shield?
Yeah, and he's got an enormous sword with a wacky colored
Look at his hand.
Yeah,
It's like huge. His hand is like huge.
and red.
Yeah. Okay, so there are actually a couple different versions of the Cafe Ocarina of Time mod. The first one was created by Spinout, who you may recognize from every Ocarina of Time mod ever. And he made it so Cafe would replace Adult Link. Now, the reason why he's levitating is because he's replacing Adult Link, and the adjustment wasn't made for the height. Look at this hand. My God, you can really see it up close and personal.
What was the point of this mod? Just to prove it could be done?
I think so, just for the fun of it, really.
All right.
That's why, I think that it's less fun to play as Cafe and more just fun that somebody did this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all right.
It's just silliness, really, more than anything.
Proving that it can be done. Yeah, sure.
Instead of going ahead and fighting some baddies as Cafe, let's do what's the most important here.
Oh, yeah.
And just rip apart some chickums, or cuckoos, or kukas, or hakas, or whatever. Jeez, these guys don't want to die. Oh dear. Oh, whoopsie-doo.
I believe they're called kukukuritsa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kuko for... Kuko...
Kukukuritsa.
Cookie for Koku cuffs. This next mod was based off of the Spin-Out mod, but essentially it allows Kafei to replace young Link, which leaves it open for Fierce Deity to replace adult Link.
Does that make it a spin-off of the spin-out mod?
Yes. Now, as you can see here...
He's got the sword, his shield now.
Exactly. So he's basically just Link in this one.
Actually, yeah, he's Child Link, because
Yeah.
only Child Link can go there.
And again, all of his sounds
Are Link.
are Link. Everything's Link. You are Link, essentially. Oh my.
Sorry.
Ah.
Chugged quite a bit recently. On top of having quite a bit of Popeyes.
Oh,
Yeah.
coming out of both ends, tell you what.
Not yet.
Oh, soon. So that was our Majora's Mask episode. I hope that you all enjoyed, and hopefully you found that information interesting, yet horribly irrelevant, because why would you ever want to play as Kafei? Good God, man. Maybe
I think I need my swaddling clothes.
you do. So make sure to subscribe, ring that bell, do all the things that YouTube forces us to do and say these days. But seriously, thank you very much for subscribing. We do appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next time.
And thank you for reminding us that Kafei even existed.
That's right. I like how you're drinking bean
Mr.
flicker.
Boo.
You're drinking bean flicker and we're talking about Kafei. You're drinking a coffee beer. Good stuff. Thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like and a share, and we will see you guys next time.